Of editing, box already cut open, and we will take a look. Guess I will place the camera more over here. First up, we have some packing material, which is great. Always like to see packing material. And we have an Amstrad Cpc 464, and there's even a tape inside. Let's see, that is Konami coin-op hits. Nice, and a little flake of dust. It's looking quite nice. No yellowing. Excellent. Hope nothing's broken, but looks good. Take a closer look in a minute. Next up, we have some packing peanuts, and we have a monitor, which is the GT64, which is the monitor which belongs or comes with the machine. We have, and this is the main reason why I bought this, a DD1. And the matching interface, which you need to connect this drive to the machine. And these go for 200 to 250 bucks in Germany, so they are quite expensive. And I paid less than that, I guess 180 to be exact, for the whole bundle. So okay, so let's take a closer look. There we have it, the GT64, which is a green screen or green monitor, which also has the data cord and the power cord for the machine. So you need such a monitor or an external power supply to power the machine, and that goes in right here. And here is the floppy connector, and that machine is in really good condition. So we'll, I guess, try it out and see if it works. Let's do this. So looks like the machine is at least flickering. Let's turn the vertical hold, and there we go. Nice. Keys seem to work. Excellent. And away we go. Let's see what happens. So the tape is running. You should hear something. So this is indeed loading. That's great. So the tape works and it's loading. It's hypersports. And let's check if the disk drive works, I guess. So I did connect the disk drive and tried the usual trickery to get a disk to load, but no success. So the disk drive seems to be dead, but that will be the topic of another episode. So up next is one of the room tour videos, which is part 2, the Amstrad, and you will see this machine and I guess some of the stuff you will see in a minute in that video, and there seems to be a repair video on the horizon for that specific drive, because the machine itself is in fairly good condition, so there's nothing to repair, maybe a little refurb, just dusting off, but the disk drive is dead and we will see about that. Hey, that rhymes, nice. So I'm doing a retro road trip today and just fired up the good old gentleman accelerator and heading to Verl to pick up a huge Amstrad lot, and if all goes well I will film there. If not, you will see all what I got right after this. Enjoy. Next up is what I consider the Amstrad Motherload. I bought this off an eBay lot. Cost me 301 euros, and I had to pick it up myself because the seller, Matthias, didn't want to ship it because it's quite a lot of stuff. So I did a little road trip on a Saturday morning and drove, I guess, 150 kilometers or so one way and back, and had a car full of Amstrad stuff. And these are the 5 boxes that came in the lot. And it's a lot. So let's start with the smallest box, and probably the one you could show or you could see. Probably the smallest box and the one where you could see what's probably inside, and that is this one. It's an original box for an Amstrad Cpc 6128, and believe it or not, that is actually in here. And I just saw it's a little cracked, but that is not a problem. It's the original styrofoam even. So here is the machine, and it is well used. And Matthias was the original owner. So there's the iconic disk drive, the 3-inch disk drive, and it does have a crack up here. But I guess that is maybe fixable. Does have a crack here, which might have happened while packing the stuff. Yeah, it's a bit dirty, but it lay there for years, so that's to be expected. And of course, this will get complete refurbishment, and I will also try to save the box because it's an original box and it's quite nice. So in the box there's nothing else except for some leaves and some dirt, so we will leave it to that. Haha. Okay, let's check out box number 2. So inside box number 2 there was this CTM 640 color monitor, which is pretty cool. Never had that as a kid. Would have killed someone for that. There's a brightness knob down here, a handle up here, and these always break off. I have 2 green monitors whose clips have broken off also, so that seems to be normal. And there's a Conrad sticker from back in the day, and Conrad still exists as one of, I guess, 2 bigger electronics component suppliers in Germany. The other one would be Reichelt. So cool, this works, by the way. I did try that when I picked it up, and nice. Let's go on with package number 3. Inside box number 3 we have this dubious paper bag, which we will take a look at in a minute. Might be really cool, I don't know, I didn't see all this stuff. So in the pictures on eBay there was only some of the stuff I bought, and there's much more in here than I expected. That is a green monitor, GT65. Also Amstrad. By the way, Amstrad in Germany was always distributed by Schneider. So for us, these computers were Schneider Cpc and not Amstrad Cpc, in case you're wondering. Same here, broken off clips, no surprise here. Also works, so I have 3 of these now. I have to see what I do with them. Okay, so we start with Schneider, which would be Amstrad Vocabulary, which is vocabulary trainer, and this is a tape. Comes with a manual, which is more like a leaflet in the original packaging. Nice. Next up we have golf. Doesn't look like golf, looks more like a strike in the Gulf region, but Seems to be golf. Okay, so there's the original tape from Amps Golf. It's the real name. So, and I guess, yeah, there are even notes on how to play the game. And there's the original Schneider seal. Then we have The Never Ending Story from Ocean, which comes on 2 tapes, it seems. Nice. We have some copied games, I guess, and more copied games. And we have the last incarnation of the QuickShot joystick, I guess, which comes with micro switches all over the place and autofire. That is, by the way, not a bad joystick to have. Had a few of them, sold every single one of them. I guess the last by accident. Wanted to keep one, but it is as it is. Then we have the Joystick Turbo S, which is specifically made for the Schneider or Amstrad home computers. So let's check this out. Oh, it's kind of the one I had back in the day. It says top here, so you're not confused to use it like this. Whoever would have done that. And that is very Amstrad specific. It does have the second port to add a second joystick, because they are daisy chained together. Noel from Noel's Retro Lab did a video about that, how that works, and how to build one of these joystick adapters to connect 2 joysticks to 1 port. So nice, it's even in a box. That's really, really cool. And then we have Schneider International, which was Schneider magazine, or Amstrad magazine. And as you can see, they actually have the programs and the magazine and page in which the program was. So this is obviously the data box one from 1968. And that seems to be the very first of the CPC International magazine cassettes. So that's pretty cool. That is the first one. Then we have Animal, Vegetable, Mineral. Can the computer guess the object you've thought of? Okay. This seems to be some kind of illusionist stuff, or I don't know. Well, we will take a look at all these in detail in the Amstrad room tour section. We have more copied games, and we have even more copied games, so I'm not running out of games soon. And we have, to no surprise, even more copied games. And who would have guessed, we have even more copied games. And just to make sure, there's one more. And then we continue with the Schneider International data box, which is number 8, number 6, number 2, number 7. So we have, let me just quickly check, 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. So let's see if we can come up with the others. And we have number 9. So there are some missing, but doesn't mean they are not here. Could be they are just in the other box. Next up we have Verna Machin, classic video game. I had exactly the same game on the Amstrad Cpc, which I owned as a kid. Verna was very popular in the 80s and 90s. It's a comic character created by Brösel, and he's the apprentice of a plumber, and he always creates mayhem, and it's a very adult comic. It's not for kids. And then we have Leaderboard Golf on tape with all the instructions. Quickly do that right. Nice. And we have They Sold a Million Part 3 with Fighter Pilot, Kung Fu Master, Super Classic, Daley Thompson's Super Test, and Ghostbusters. 2 tapes, everything in here. Very nice. Awesome. Okay, that concludes the paperback. Okay, next up is the second to last box, and we have again a lot of tapes, and we have, let's see, The Galactic Plague, Roland in the Caves, classic Amsoft. This seems to mean easy, but it's, I guess, spelled wrong. It's a word processor, never heard of it. Easy Am's word. We have Bridget, haha. We have Roland on the Ropes. We have Oh Mummy. We have The Sultan's Maze, Which Way Now? We have Time Man 1, never heard of it. Oh, we have a super classic, Hacker 2. We have The Fruit Machine. We have Split Personalities. I guess I remember this. We have Harrier Attack. We have Decathlon. We have Hangman Game Excite. No, it's called Xenograms. We have Message from Andromeda. We have Booty. And we have Now Games 5. 5 fun-filled games. Let's quickly check which 5 these may be. Oh, hey, look at that. We have Nick Faldo Plays The Open, a game I remember quite well. It's a golf game. Sorcery, a game I loved to death. Codename Mad 2, never heard of it. Everyone's a Volley, and View to a Kill, which I also played a lot and also liked the Bond movie it is based on. I even did, I guess, in school, sing the song by Duran Duran on stage. Yeah. And we have some connectors, not quite sure what for, where they go, but you never can have enough of these connectors. And a little light bulb. I have no idea where this go. We'll never know. Okay, that was that little box which was inside the bigger box. So let's get some of the stuff out of the bigger box, and we have loads of books. We have CPC 646 basic programmer, which is basic programming. So these are programs to type in. We have peeks and pokes for the CPC. We have CPC 464 tips and tricks. We have CPC 464 graphic and sound. We have CPC 464 664 practice graphics, and volume 2 data management, and volume 3 CPM. We have the big book of GW Basic, which I guess is an MS-DOS book. Yeah, that's not an Amstrad book. And we have adventures and how to program them on the CPC 464. So if you have seen my Commodore room tour, you know that these are data backer books. And as you can see, they really pumped out that stuff. Don't know anything about the quality of these books, but I had some back in the day. So let's see, what else do we have? We have Schneider International, which is the CPC magazine the cassettes data box belonged to. We have Das neue Schneider Aktiv, the new CPC Active, the independent magazine for Amstrad CPC. So I guess this is Schneider publication or an Amstrad publication. That wasn't necessary. Okay, we'll pick this up later. Just make some room. Then we have CPC International number 6 and number 10. We have a few more programs. We have Copy Shop by Matthias Uphoff. It's a hard copy program for the Amstrad or Schneider. There's no cassette, so I assume this is somewhere in the box. Yeah. We have Fantastic Four, Cocaine, interesting, Terranaut 1, Terranaut 2 and Fruit. For all CPCs, just one disc. So there's a disc, nice. And by the way, there's a lot of discs coming in a minute. Oh, that is very interesting. An Amstrad CPC assembler tutorial. Disc and training book. That is very cool. Oh, and that is in mint condition. Look at that. I bet that has not been used. Great. Wow, that is really cool. I love these plastic boxes. They are not good for whales and dolphins and shit, but good to have those things right now. Cybex, by the way, was another German publisher and software company. So here's one miscellaneous disc. Ah, there's a Copy Shop disc. See, that was just fall out. In here. Then we have this thing, a binder, and I have no idea what's in here. Let's check. I love these things. I just love to unbox this kind of stuff because you don't know what's in there. I haven't peeked in here before, so I'm genuinely surprised by all this stuff. That is an information technology basic education. An introduction into the world of computers by Westermann, which is or was a German schoolbook publisher. So I assume that is for, in Germany it's called Informatik, which is computer science course in high schools, I guess. Oh, hey, oh man, that is so great. The DDI1 floppy drive original manual in excellent condition. The history of data processing with a cool poster inside. So Matthias told me that his father was one of the first teachers in Germany to adopt the idea of computers in school back in the 80s, and so some of the stuff may be his and some of the stuff may be the stuff of Matthias. Ah, okay, so that is part of this book, I guess. And we have the CPC 6128 user's manual. Great, all the manuals are here, which is always nice to see, and that is really a brick. Okay, so there's nothing else in here. The DDI1 disk drive, which I just bought in another bundle. That was before I bought this bundle, and I wouldn't have bought the bundle before. If I had known, I would get this bundle, because this bundle here from Matthias has pretty much all you could ever dream of as an Amstrad user. And of course it also has, which is very important for Amstrad computers, the matching interface, because without the interface this drive is just brick and some cable. Oh, and we have something that looks suspiciously like a Commodore Plus 4, Commodore 16 joystick adapter, which is nice because I don't have one and I planned on building one, but now I don't have to. Nice. And there's also a free RF cable. Okay, the final box, and we have an Amstrad CPC 464, which really is a Schneider CPC 464. So let me put this somewhere. That desk is already getting a bit crowded. Next up, we have Epix Action, which includes 4x4 off-road racing, Street Sports Basketball, Impossible Mission 2 California Games, and the game's Winter Edition. Very cool. Let me quickly check if this is disc or... Oh, it's a disc version, 2-disc version. Nice. With all the paper stuff. Great. Then we have Hunt for Red October, classic, official video game for the Tom Clancy bestseller, with all the documents in Russian. Oh, look, there's even a pin. Nice. I love that. Really, really love that. It's all complete. It's all in good condition. It's just a bit dusty, but I don't mind that at all. Then we have Creator Star. It's an animated movie maker. Never heard of that for the CPC, but there's stuff in there. Then we have Fluximolator, which is flight simulator from AnyRock. Oh, this is a cassette version. Interesting. And there's also, that's a catalog of other software from 84 to 85. Wow, man, that's quite some time travel here. Then we have Context CPC, another word processor. We have Matpack, which means math pack for the CPC, which is also the cassette version, obviously, which is a maths program. Then we have another super classic, which is Aliens by Electric Dreams, which is the, oh, it's a disc version. Nice. And then we have another cassette with copied games. We have the CPC 464 manual. Great. Have one, but you can never have enough of these, I think. Then we have Hive by Firebird. Never played that game. We have some cables which look like, wait, that looks like the connector of a 5 1/4 inch disk drive, and that looks like something you could stuck inside the Amstrad. I have no idea what this cable is for, but maybe it is to connect 5 1/4 inch disk drive to the Amstrad. I have no idea. I have to look that up. Then, oh man, we have an Amstrad Light Pen LP1, made in Great Britain. This seems to be an official Amstrad product, and there's a disc inside, which says Light Pen, and there's a tape inside which says Light Pen, and there's a light pen inside which screams Light Pen, even with the Amstrad logo. So this is a genuine, legit, official as hell Amstrad Light Pen. I never heard of that. I had a mouse back in the day for my Amstrad CPC 464, and I never saw one of these mice anywhere on eBay or anywhere else. So it must have been very, very rare. So yeah, I have to check how that light pen works. That will be a video in itself, I guess. Then we have another cable. Could be an extension for the power supply or the monitor. Then we have a power supply. So I guess these cables combined let you at least put the monitor a little further away from the machine. Yeah, and there's even a power supply extender. Nice. Okay, next up is a box of discs. And let me quickly take these out. They are really dusty. It's an interesting box design. I guess someone made this. Nice. So we have lots of discs. Boulder Dash, CPM Plus, database software, Manic Miner, Paperboy. Yeah, quite some disks. These in itself hold some value. Then we have another box of disks. And these seem to be all original disks. Codecs. I have no idea what that is. Schneider International. This is, I guess, the same that we already have on tape. Same here. Same here. Databox 12. Databox 9. Codecs. Amstrad magazine. CPM system disk. Databox. Public domain. Schneider magazine. Learning with fun. Codecs. I have no idea what Codecs is. Databox 6 and the Fantastic 4, and then, and that is the final item, we have another box of discs. Oh man, that is just crazy. These discs alone cost a lot back in the day. I remember that because, well, it was pretty much a monopoly by Schneider or Amstrad to sell these discs, because only, I guess, the Spectrum later in the lifetime had these discs, and these were really, really expensive. So there are quite some of them. And they are even, oh man, that is so cool. These are sealed. 2, 4, 6, 7 sealed, untouched discs. Schneider magazine. Here's Paintbox 464. Some manuals from the stuff we saw before. We have the CPM 2.2 and we have the Context Original. Man, that is so much stuff. That is so much stuff for the Amstrad Cpc. So the Amstrad room tour will be a very different video than I had planned. I did plan for the Amstrad room tour to be just one short video of 15 minutes. But this right here, I guess I have to do a series again. So this might be 3 or 4 chapters all in all. Man, that is really something. I hope you enjoyed this retro unpacking number 4, the Amstrad Motherload, and it is a very Amstrad centered episode. So yeah, like and subscribe if you haven't already, and until the room tour, which will follow, I guess, on Sunday. So this video comes out on Thursday and you will see the Amstrad room tour on Sunday. So stick around. Thanks for watching and bye bye. This is Retro is Your New Black. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching and until next time.